You're not lazy or undisciplined. You've just been sold a version of productivity that rewards looking busy instead of actually moving your life forward. This video is about destroying that fake version and rebuilding a simple system for real work, deep focus, and 1% improvements that actually compound. Part 1: The Lie. Why busy became the new productive. Think about a typical productive day now. You reply fast on WhatsApp or Slack. You sit in back-to-back calls. Your inbox is clean, you're constantly online. You feel exhausted, but if someone asked, "What did you actually finish today?" you'd need a minute to answer. That gap, that feeling of "I did a lot, but I can't point to anything real," is the difference between fake productivity and real productivity. There's even a word for this trend in modern work: Fauxductivity, the illusion of being productive while contributing very little real value. It looks like sitting in long meetings where nothing is decided, constantly checking email and chats because it feels responsible, over-planning, over-organizing, and tweaking systems that you never actually use, doing tasks that are easy to show and hard to challenge. Why is this so common? Because most schools and workplaces reward visibility, not impact. Managers see online indicators, response speed, hours logged. They don't see quiet, focused, deep work, thinking time. Long stretches with no messages because you're actually building something. So you adapt. You start chasing looking busy as proof that you're valuable. But here's the cost: you become an expert at motion and a beginner at progress. Today that changes. Part 2: Fake productivity versus real productivity. Clear definitions. Let's put clean definitions on the table. Fake productivity, Fauxductivity, is activity that makes you look busy, reassures your anxiety, or satisfies someone's dashboard, but barely moves you toward results that matter. Examples: replying instantly to everything, reading 100 productivity posts instead of doing one hard task, rearranging Notion pages and color coding tasks that never get done, joining every call just in case instead of asking, "Do I actually need to be here?" Real productivity is making meaningful progress on a small number of high-value outcomes, shipped projects, solved problems, skills built, assets created. And the engine behind real productivity, something called deep work. Computer science professor Cal Newport defines deep work as professional activities performed in a state of distraction-free concentration that push your cognitive capabilities to their limit. These efforts create new value, improve your skill, and are hard to replicate. That's a lot of words, so here's the translation: no distractions. Hard, mentally heavy work creates something that actually matters, makes you better at what you do. Deep work is rare now, but more valuable than ever. People who build this skill and make it the core of their working life tend to be the ones who stand out. Part 3: Deep work versus shallow work, and why you need both. Not all fake productivity is useless. Some of it is just shallow work, necessary but low-impact tasks. Think of your day as two types of work. Type looks like, feels like, result: deep work, 60-90 minutes, no phone, no notifications, one hard task, uncomfortable at first. Then absorbing progress on big goals, skills, assets. Shallow work: emails, meetings, admin, quick updates, minor edits, busy, stimulated, easy, keeps things moving, but doesn't transform anything. Both have a place. The problem isn't shallow work existing. The problem is when your entire day is shallow work and you never go deep at all. There's another catch: your brain only has a few good hours of deep focus in it per day. Research suggests roughly 2-4 hours for most people. After that, your quality drops and your brain naturally slides back into shallow tasks. So real productivity is not, "How many hours did I sit at the laptop?" It's, "Did I use my best 2-4 hours for deep work on what matters and push everything else around that?" Now, how do you know if you're stuck in fake productivity? Part 4: 5 signs you're stuck in fake productivity. Walk through these and mentally tick yes or no. Sign 1: your schedule is full but your scoreboard is empty. You have calls, messages, quick syncs. Let's touch base. But if someone says, "What did you actually complete this week?" you start talking about how busy you were instead of naming finished outcomes. Sign 2: you're always up to date on messages, never on work. You reply fast, you're responsive. No notification lives for more than 5 minutes, but your important project barely moves. Sign 3: you overprepare instead of starting. You watch 10 videos on how to study effectively but don't actually study. You build an insane Notion system for tasks and then avoid the tasks. You write detailed plans for a project that never starts. This is planning as procrastination. Sign 4: you measure effort in hours, not impact. At the end of the day you say, "I worked 10 hours. I was on calls all day." Those are inputs, not outputs. Real productivity asks, "What moved? What did I ship? What got better?" Sign 5: you're exhausted but unsatisfied. You end the week tired, scrolling your phone in bed, but you can't name 3 concrete things that made your life noticeably better. That's the emotional signature of fake productivity: drained but doubtful. If you saw yourself in any of those, good. Not because it's fun to be called out, but because awareness is the first step out. Now let's build something better. Part 5: the 1% Focus Framework, simple system for real productivity. This is the part where most videos would drop a 20-step system. This one won't. You get 3 rules, follow them for 7 days and you will feel the shift. Rule 1: one real outcome before everything else every morning before you touch messages. Define one meaningful outcome for the day, not work on project, but finish page 1-3 of the report. Send first draft of client proposal. Study one chapter and take handwritten notes, something you could screenshot or point to and say, I did that today. Then give that outcome the first deep work block of your day. No inbox, no WhatsApp, no just 5 minutes of Instagram. Straight into the thing that matters. This alone moves you from reactive and scattered to proactively moving one big thing daily. Rule 2: one deep work block per day. You don't need an 8-hour monk day. You need one protected deep work block. Start with 45 minutes if you're new, 60-90 minutes if you've practiced focus before. How to make it real: pick the exact time, for example 8:00-9:00 a.m. Put your phone in another room, close all tabs except what you need, turn on do not disturb. During this block, no multitasking, no just a quick check, no notifications. If your brain wanders, fine, bring it back to the task again and again. This is how focus is trained like a muscle. Remember, research suggests you only get a few hours of this level of thinking per day anyway. So instead of scattering those hours across 50 interruptions, you concentrate one of them into work that actually moves your life. Rule 3: 1% improvement. Everyday real productivity is not built on big heroic days. It's built on tiny improvements that compound. The idea popularized by James Clear is simple. If you get 1% better every day for a year, you end up roughly 37 times better. Even if you only manage that for 90 days, the math still puts you at about 2.5x. But you don't have to obsess over the math. Just follow this rule every day. Improve one part of your system by 1%. Examples: remove one distracting app from your home screen. Shorten one recurring meeting or turn it into an email. Create one template for emails, notes, checklists that will save you time later. Add one small boundary: 3 inbox check windows instead of 100 micro checks. You're not trying to revolutionize your life in one day. You're trying to make sure that tomorrow's you inherits a slightly better system than today's you. That is what separates the 1%, not willpower, not motivation, but systems that quietly get better over time. Part 6: 7-Day Real vs Fake Productivity Challenge. If you want this video to actually change your behavior, here's the challenge. For the next 7 days, each morning write, real outcome of the day, block one deep work session, 45-90 minutes scheduled and protected. At night, answer 2 questions. What was one real productivity win today? Where did I fall into fake productivity today? Then choose 1% improvement for tomorrow. Something small you can do in under 10 minutes. At the end of the week, you'll have 7 real outcomes, 7 deep work blocks, 7 small system upgrades, 7 honest reflections on your fake productivity. That's not a new life, but it's a new direction, and direction compounds. Part 7: new definition of a good day. From now on, a good day is not, I was busy all day. I answered everything instantly. I was on my laptop for 10 hours. A good day is, I did one block of deep work on something that matters. I shipped or finished one real outcome. I improved my system by 1%. Busy is cheap, deep is rare. Real progress is built quietly by the people who choose deep over performative, 1% at a time. If you're watching this, comment below and finish this sentence. Real productivity for me is